All right. Let's hide that league record because currently we're not in a league. But what's up? How's it going? It is Friday night. I'm gonna give everybody a chance to get in here. I know we have 8 cast up right now, but I'm not necessarily planning on playing 8 cast because, frankly, I can't find the Kappa Cannoneers to really play the list that I want to. So yeah, we may end up just playing something else. It all depends on what we decide to do. It's odd my let's see, one second here. I feel like my webcam is darker for some reason. Darker than it usually is. Sorry guys. Bump that up a little bit. But I'm gonna let everybody get a chance to come in here. What's up, Kyle? How's it going? I'm good, man. Hope you're doing well. Just bumping my I think my cam settings adjusted or something. That was weird. Yeah, man, hope you're doing well. It's finally fucking Friday. So can't complain about that. You know, we're gonna be playing more Legacy. I'll go ahead and apologize to everybody in advance that I've been playing so much Legacy. I haven't really been playing too much Modern or Pioneer lately. So if like that's your guys' jam, like I know Kyle, you play like multiple formats, right? Like you play a lot of Standard, and stuff. So I know I haven't been showing as much love to the other formats yet, but I promise you guys that once I get to a comfortable place for Indianapolis, I will be more capable of playing like other formats. Because as of right now, I feel like on one hand, I have a lot of time for this event. And on the other hand, I feel like I don't have much time left at all, to lock in a deck. So I'm just trying to figure out exactly like what I want to play. And I have not found something yet that really has been consistent enough to like be like, yeah, this is the deck. I think the closest thing I have gotten is like Painter. I think Painter was a good showing for me. I'm going to drag this over for you guys so you can see like 8 cast while I talk about this. But yeah, I'm undecided on a deck because I just can't find something that I really, really like. That's all it is. And I played numerous decks. And I think because Legacy is so like solved, and all the decks are like just so well put together and well designed and streamlined that they all have their weaknesses and they all have their strengths, and I just need to basically lock in something that I'm like comfortable with, that I'm like okay with whatever its weaknesses are. So let's take a look at the current metagame. And I don't think there are any. God, I need to re-download Adblock. There was a mono red painter list that did something, some Legacy tournament or whatever. I don't know where this is. Someone else played Hogak, which is very interesting. You ever use Izareth or Awakener? Is that the black card? The 3 mana card? Why do I remember that name? Yeah, I can't believe I remembered that. Yeah, I've used it before. Not in Constructed. I feel like maybe I played this when it was in Standard at some point. But I don't know. Since then, like it was a bomb draft card. It was great. If you could land this and it would live for a turn, yeah, it was amazing. Not quite there in Legacy, I guess. You in Legacy, you kind of have to get like immediate value out of something. your 3-drops like consist of like True Name Nemesis. Not that that card is really played anymore. People have moved on from True Name, but it's like when people are doing stuff like this, it's hard to justify like just playing like a dirtily 3-drop unless you've got Force of Will can make a lot of cards good though. If you've got a deck that's like Nick Fit or something like that, then maybe you could definitely fit something like that into it. Yeah, this isn't. I don't know. Hogak is a list that I've played in the past. I think I have a Hogak list actually. This was Hogak Depths. This deck was a meme for a little while. I did update it. This was the regular like Hogak list, although this one played white for Wear and Tear, which I don't hate. I actually came very, very close to 5-0ing like the first couple of leagues I played with this deck, just because it's not a Force of Will deck. It's kind of nice, right? The other deck that I really like right now, in fact, I don't know why the other deck. I don't really like Hogak right now. Let's just put it that way. One of the decks that I like a lot right now is this deck. This Hole Breacher Grixis deck that plays this enchantment. This enchantment is very good in Legacy. Like, the person who is at the top of the Legacy leaderboard right now is playing that deck, and they are doing work. They've made up a lot of trophies in a short amount of time. So this deck seems very good. I don't know. I played it through a league. I think I went 3-2 with it. It felt pretty strong. I don't know about the numbers. I don't know if it's like correct to be playing like 2Js. I don't know. The numbers seem weird to me. Like only 3 days undoing. I like that saga. Yeah, this saga is really cool, right? It's like I knew it was going to find a home somewhere. It's clearly good. I mean, it's really good in Legacy. I haven't seen it find a home yet in Modern. Just trying to see if there's like any other decks that there's like Lands is a deck that I've wanted to play, but I haven't gotten a chance to sit down and play it. I got my ass beat by Arclight Phoenix earlier. This is a deck that I also debated playing because I'm very familiar with this strategy. And this person, Petron 10, they just are constantly winning shit with this deck. They're very familiar with it because look at all the results. And it looks like there are a few others too. We could play some Phoenix. I wouldn't be totally opposed to that. It's basically like playing Blue-Red Delver with like some extra spice, like some extra explosiveness. And Phoenix was a thing in Legacy for a while. It kind of fell off the radar for a bit. We could play that. We could play Grixis with the new enchantment. I would not be opposed to playing some Reanimator. I'm trying to see what else is out there. Stifle Knot's a cool deck, but I think it's just like really cute in all honesty. But you can really get people with this card. Deny them mana and stuff like that. I don't know if this is like the version of Stifle Knot that you should play. Like there's Grixis. Plays True Name Nemesis. That's kind of cute. Vision Charm. All lands. What is this for? Target artifact phases out. Oh, so with the I'm assuming you do this with Phyrexian Dreadnought, although I'm not sure what the interaction is. Anyway, Stifle Knot's a cool deck. Rekindling? No. Arclight Phoenix. Arclight Phoenix, the one that comes back after you cast 3 or more spells. I almost top 8'd a Grand Prix with this card. albeit it was in standard. But I was playing it in a weekend where everybody thought Arclight Phoenix was like bad, and it ended up being a dark horse for that tournament. I was pretty excited about that. I wouldn't honestly be opposed to playing like some Hogak or something. I really wish, yeah, this deck is really cool too. Yet another, this one's playing, yeah, it's playing like the LED, like Chrome Mox plan. So it like really goes in on, Hull Breacher. Wouldn't mind trying this deck. I've been meaning to try this out. It's, I also have to look at price tags because I do have to get a deck for Legacy. I do have a friend that has some of these cards though. So I can borrow some of this stuff. Yeah, let's play some of this. This looks pretty sweet. I haven't had a chance to try this deck yet. And I think it's a cool one. After that maybe we'll play, I don't know, we'll see what we want to play. I'll play it by ear. Might run into a deck that I think is pretty sweet, and maybe we can jump on the bandwagon with something we see. Yeah, I think this deck is I don't know. The thing about artifact decks right now is that their artifact decks are getting like hit by a lot of hate in the format. That's the only downside is like ever since Kappa Cannoneer got printed, I feel like artifact decks have really been on people's radars, and people are playing like 3 copies of Meltdown in their sideboard, or they're playing Energy Flux in their sideboard, which is just an absolute blowout if you're playing an artifact deck. This card is bonkers. It has to resolve, of course, but God, it's absurd. So in my mind, I'm like, if you are playing an artifacts deck right now, you kind of have to be playing blue. I just don't see any other way. Like, you have to be able to counter Energy Flux or Meltdown, because if you don't, then it's going to be a bad time. I was interested to see if Ninjas played any of the new cards. It looks like they do. They play some of the new cards anyway. That's pretty cool. Ninjas isn't a deck that I necessarily would find myself playing, but it does seem to be like slightly improved. Yeah, there's also an Urza Echo deck that just plays it plays this deck that we're about to play. Like, it plays like most of the cards, and then it also plays like Urza to just basically win on a fair plan. I wish I could get my hands on some Kappa Cannoneers, but can't seem to. They're just too expensive right now. Maniform Hellkite would work with that Phoenix. Maniform Hellkite. Are we just talking about in general? I'm not... oh. Yeah, it could. I just... The problem is, like, it's just too... It's kind of too... Like, this is a different game plan, I feel like. It just... 4 mana is a lot in Legacy. And it's already like hard enough to get through like wastelands and stuff like that. Like, you probably have to be playing like some sort of like ritual effects, like some sort of ramp. And it'd be totally doable, but I think that's like kind of a deck on its own. Like, the thing about Phoenix is like Phoenix pretty much just plays like mono 0 and like 1-drops, maybe some rituals, but it's super mana condensed. Like, you basically are running like next to no lands, and you're looking to get a Phoenix or 2 or 3 out by like turn 2 and attacking. So it's difficult to say if that card could work in Legacy. But I don't think it fits a I don't think it fits a Phoenix shell, but maybe a deck that doesn't. It could also actually it could be a sideboard card for Phoenix. You could play like additional land in the board and like board out your Phoenixes or something like that. If you were trying to like get one over on your opponent, essentially make them board into a bunch of graveyard hate, and then you take your graveyard cards out. Essentially, you take your Phoenixes out, and then you bring in a card like that. That still benefits the instance and sorcery plan, but you're no longer reliant on the graveyard. So when your opponent brings in all these, graveyard hate cards like Leyline of the Void and stuff, you just totally sidestep that. I do really like lands too. I really, 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 really wish Tabernacle was more accessible. Like, if I did play a deck like lands, I would love to play lands. If at all possible, but if I were to play lands, I would have to find a way to get this card, because you could play lands without it. Okay, you could play lands without these cards or this card, but it is worse without it. Like, it's not even like it's a card that it's like, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. No, it's like it is good and you need it in lands. I'm trying to find like, let me see. Trying to find like a cheap one. They're even, let's see. 3,600 is the current cheapest. Let's see. And I'm trying to, how do you, Italians are cheaper, like Italian versions are cheaper. So you could get an Italian one, 2,900, damaged. Looks to be in reasonable shape, all things considered. $2,900. And you need it. It's not even like it's like an optional card, like you need it. Okay, let's lower that and start our game here. Game number 1. We have a Hull Breacher and a Day's Undoing, so I think we can go ahead and keep this. We also have Force of Will backup. So we could go turn 1 Hull Breacher. Ponder, sure. We're not countering cantrips. We're just here to combo. I'm gonna put on some other music for you guys tonight. Let's see here. I'm trying to find something a little bit more lively. Give me 1 second, guys. Where is my... Alright, whatever. We'll just listen to some rap or something. Alright. So do we play City of Traders Lotus Petal? I'm gonna open up on a Ponder, which could also imply that they're playing Storm or something. So I'm thinking like what we do is like EOT Hull Breacher. into days and doing. Sorry, guys. I spelled Echo of Eons wrong. Let's change the stream title here. Okay, Rite of Flame. I think if we're gonna counter anything, I don't know if we counter the ritual or not. Sorry guys, I'm just setting everything up, but I'm also looking to see what they're playing. They're clearly playing the Epic Storm. I'm just trying to see like what exactly they are doing. So they play Veil of Summer. They don't play any other. Yeah, so I think if I counter this, like we're in the clear. And then we'll empty out their hand. Sure. They cast a, what is this? Echo? Okay, so they're gonna get fucked. So they lose here. Alright. So basically what was going to happen is we were going to draw 7 cards and get 7 treasures, and they were going to lose. Okay, so with Karn in the sideboard, I think we just bring in, we can bring in Flusterstorm, we definitely bring in Malevolent Hermits. I don't think we bring in Echoing Truths. This should be a good matchup for us, hypothetically. Yeah, we definitely bring in Blue Elemental Blast as well. So that's 5 cards. Retrofitter Foundry can come out. They don't play any creatures. Carpet of Flowers. They'll probably bring in Carpet of Flowers, I'm assuming. Yeah, like I said, we should have a good matchup here. Sort by mana value. I don't want to cut down on artifacts too much. Could see cutting like a bobble. Only thing we pray, God forgive, give. Man, God forbid, bid. They hit one of the kids, took off a slid. Look what they did. Pray for the crib. I'm not gonna take out Force Negation. I think Narset can probably come out in some degree. Although Narset on the battlefield is really rough for them to deal with. Honestly, like this is gonna be a hard matchup for them to win. actually see going down like a couple Karns and like a Bobble. It's weird because like I have this Wish sideboard, but it doesn't really get me anything I super want in this matchup. So I'll just keep in one. I mean, they do play a bunch of artifacts and stuff like that. The problem is like, you are a bad man. Nah, I mean like I'm just like fucking, I'm living, man. Did you see how we won the last game? That was pretty fun. This hand is like almost there. The cool thing about this hand is it has a force of negation, and if we do manage to get a double island, then Narset is awesome. The problem is we don't have double island, and LED is pretty awkward here. They keep 7. Yeah, they're keeping 7. I mean, we can let them empty their hand and just counter a Echo of Eons. No, it just came in. Well, last game they tried to cast an Echo of Eons. They were on the draw, and we turn 1 Hole Breachered them, and they conceded. I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay. Problem with this hand, it is a turn 1 Karn, which will turn off their it'll turn off all their artifacts. Okay, I'm convinced. I've convinced myself. We don't really need the LED. I might lose this game just based on the fact that they're on the play and we don't have any counter magic. Yeah, I was hoping for a start like this. So hopefully they just don't do anything and they pass the turn, and then we can go turn 1 Karn. That shuts off all of their mana rocks. And if they can't activate their mana rocks, then it's going to be harder for them to go off. And then we'll just kind of tighten that noose a little bit by going to get like either Soul Guide Lantern or something else. Maybe LVD if we draw the right cards. Basically, I'm trying to get Hull Breacher or Narset resolved on the battlefield with counter magic backup. But while Karn is really bad because it's slow, a turn 1 Karn is not bad. So we'll see. They're really in the tank about this brainstorm though. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. It's been a hell of a week once again, but we're here. Don't have to work this week, so I've been playing some Elden Ring. I was on that this morning, or not this morning, sorry, this evening, and it was pretty fun. I'm enjoying it so far. All right. I mean, the cool thing is if they cast Echo of Eons, we just have like a chance to draw like a bunch of counter magic and shit. But we might be in a bad spot depending on what they have in hand. This feels like a matchup that is very much decided by what cards are in your opening hand. Defense grid, okay. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Chef's kiss on this one. Alright, so Ancient Tomb. Cast. 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 Do we want to just here? Hold on. View sideboard. We could just cast Soul Guide Lantern here, or we could plus targeting their Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay, we just won the game. That'll do it. Turns out turn 1 Karn was good. Maybe I shouldn't have boarded so many out, but didn't matter. Yeah, like I said, this feels like a matchup that was very much decided by the hands we keep. And we just so happened to keep a hand that was very, very, very good against like their setup. They had one turn to set up, and then it was just like, I don't know. It was just like there's no way they were. Yeah, turn 1 Karn, okay, good against like LED Mox and like everything else. They're just not able to go off. I've seen this name before. I just don't know what they're playing. Gigantha the Wellspring. Well, this is a turn 1 Echo of Aeons. I'm just curious. They play Painter and like some other Artifacts Matters decks. So I'm curious which deck they're bringing to the table today. You know, Karn is really, really, really good against them. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's a turn 1 Echo of Aeons. And we can play like Ancient Tomb, Mox Opal, some other things. We could wait until next turn before we pop the Echo of Aeons. That way, like, we might have a chance to play a Karn. Because as of right now, I don't think we're casting Karn. But maybe. Let's see. They're playing like their Grixis Asmo deck that they've made. It is playing like Oval Chase Daredevil and all that stuff. If we can manage to get Karn online, they lose. So let's do this. Okay. Not bad. I wish we could cast this Hull Breacher this turn. But we do have Force of Negation, which is cool. Faithless Looting. Do we want to Hull Breacher that? They do play Time Sieve and some other things, but I don't think it's a bad. I don't think it's a bad target. I think, okay, I was gonna say they might also be looking for a land. Sadly, they can kill our Hull Breacher, which kind of sucks. I'm actually debating on just playing Urza Saga here, but I might cast the Hull Breacher just to force the issue. Let's see. They've got another Underworld cookbook. It's going to be really hard to stick a creature this game. Next turn, they can get two foods again. I'm gonna play Urza Saga because playing Hull Breacher doesn't do me any good. Unfortunately, this also... What does this do again? Exile the top card of your library. And then they can sacrifice it and create a 2/2 Samurai with Vigilance. Oh, they exile the Underworld cookbook. Okay. Definitely not amazing. Yep, that's a lot of food tokens. They're playing Time Sieve and stuff. They're basically playing like the modern deck with like better cards. Yep. I think that I'm just gonna make a Saga token. It's gonna be very, very difficult to Hull Breacher them with Asmo out. I could just play this. So basically, like, I would have to EOT return Asmo to their hand. And then draw Echo of Eons. I just basically have to hope they don't have Time Sieve. The good news is, like, I don't know if we're going to win this game, but the silver lining is I do think we're favored with Karn. Actually, hold on. Because I can go get some artifact hate for that. They'll kill this, I'm sure. Okay, I'm actually surprised. What are we going to get? We can get Aether Spellbomb, Retrofitter Foundry, Chrome Moxes. We don't have any artifact hate. Yep. So We get Aether Spellbomb, we can bounce this back to their hand and we're not dead. This is a hard game to navigate. Why do I feel like whatever I gave them was like way better than what they had in terms of like my Echo of Aeons? That's just so we don't die. This turn, that is. We're probably still dead. And I'm sure they know what we're on. They seem to be pretty familiar with like graveyard decks and stuff. They'll probably bring in like Trinisphere, Thoughtseizes, Pyroblasts. That's definitely not what I needed. I don't think there's any coming back from this. Let's get Lion's Eye Diamond. Play Narset, I think. Yikes. Let's see. Are we still dead? I think so, because I can just... yeah. Not gonna get there. I was looking for maybe an Echo of Aeons. Maybe we could make some craziness happen, but yeah. Alright, well they play like a lot of artifacts. Pretty much no instants and sorceries, although they are going to bring some in post-board. I think Dismember is a fine card here. It's pretty relevant. I think Flusterstorm can probably come out. I don't know if this is a matchup for Malevolent Hermit or not. Especially like with Asmo, I feel like Malevolent Hermit gets like a lot worse. Echoing Truth is not terrible. This is fine. I think you just cut some of the fast mana here. And then, I mean, honestly, we could bring in Soulgun Lantern because it's not necessarily a card that I'm like super hyped about, like getting with Karn. And we could have stopped their little interaction there the last game if we had it in the main deck. Aether Spellbomb I'm also not keen on, but it does get rid of a Karn token or Urza token. I don't want to get rid of too much of the fast mana. Let's just get rid of Mishra's Bauble since we brought in Soul God Lantern. This is turn 1 hull breacher. But I'd rather actually try to draw a card off the Aether Spellbomb and leave up Force of Will and see if we can hit another land and cast Karn. I think that's probably just better. So we'll leave up Force of Will. We cast Aether Spellbomb. Goblin Welder.
It's just tragic. 20 years old.
Sure. Yikes. Okay. Good. All right, let's go to the next game. Good minus. I just don't know what we would get here. Maybe Bobble. Get Bobble, or we can just get Walking Ballista. No, not Walking Ballista. I think I'm gonna minus here and just get Bobble. Not gonna crack it because I need to be able to tap Mox Opal for mana. If they play something relevant, I'll Force of Will it. Yeah, can't even do anything with that. Yeah, we'll Force of Will that.
Look, Tyler got the album of the year for now, but Pop about to drop. I see the platinum in the clouds. Now Push about to drop, so real trappers stick around. The crown is only for the king, they trying to place it on a clown. I declare, nickname he sell raw. Different city, same ghetto. Push start drops.
Alright, they're gonna draw another land. We'll see if they like Faithless Looting or something. Decent draw. Oh, that's cute. Well, the land they drew is a blank. I forgot they can't tap it for mana. Yeah, they're gonna play it anyway, but... Could just Ballista them. Just so they can't have this little combo thing they got going on right now. Yeah, that's kind of how I saw this one going. I mean, like, basically I have to get Karn out and I'll be okay. Maybe, yeah. Let me take out some Narset. Bring in Echoing Truths. They have a lot of tokens, so to speak, so... Man, this hand's pretty close, isn't it? Like, what would we get with Saga? We could, I mean, it's got a lot of counter magic. I'm gonna ship it, though. It does have the combo, but we're gonna have to pitch some of this to Force of Will just to keep alive. Okay, so this is a lot better. Keep. This is more of a Hull Breacher hand. Okay. Sick. I love it. Give me those tokens. And discard those cards. Alright, well they'll be able to kill my Hull Breacher, but that's about it. Can we do some cool tricks here? We can play City of Traders. We'd have 3/6 mana. We couldn't Aether Spellbomb City of Traders. They get the food token either way, right? Oh, that was amazing. I thought they were going to respond to that. That's really good. Yeah, they're fucked. Now, even if they respond, yeah. So they would have had to respond to the Aether Spellbomb coming into play. Because they didn't respond to it, now, like, basically priority is favoring me. They pitch something to Underworld Cookbook, and in response would bounce Asmo to their hand. So they won't be able to kill Hull Breacher. So either way you cut it, I'm going to get my 7 cards and my 7 treasure tokens, and they're going to be left for dead. So, seems pretty good. Yeah, this deck is very fun. It's very good. It's very powerful. I've been wanting to play it, but I haven't had a chance to, so I'm exactly where I want to be right now, having a blast with this one. Basically, I'm like talking to the team right now. We're talking about like gauntlets, and we want to do like some legacy gauntlet, some modern and some pioneer gauntlet, just to sort of like, I don't know, get like a general idea of like where we're at with our selected decks. And I feel like I haven't nailed mine down yet, so I can't really say for certain like what I want to run against the gauntlet, but I don't know, maybe it's this deck. This deck is pretty fun. This is technically a turn 1 Karn. But we would have to keep we can't force of will anything. Is that worth it? This is what I'm thinking. We turn 1 City of Traders, Chromox, pitch Force of Will, and whatever card we draw. Hopefully it's not a land, right? We cast Karn, we minus, we go and get LED, we pitch Echo of Aeons, and we draw. Refill our hand. This person likes to play Death and Taxes. Yeah, I'll keep it. We'll see what happens. Oh no. Walking it. I was hoping they wouldn't do that. Thoughtseize, huh? There's only a few decks that really play Thoughtseize in Legacy, which seems kind of weird because Thoughtseize is obviously a very good card. Could Echo of Aeons. It's the Karn. And do we play City of Traders first? That would allow us to cast something for 3 mana. Hopefully they're not on Doomsday, or this is gonna hurt.
To the progress toward. Say to the down keepers, the sun slappers, the self-soilers, the many hushers. Even if you are not ready for the day, it cannot always be night.
Do we play Narset or do we play Hull Breacher? Could play Narset and get a Force of Will. Oh, never mind. I lied. We can't do that. The stats for nothing. Whoops. Because Karn is colorless, I forgot about this interaction. Because Karn is colorless, it doesn't tap for anything. It doesn't tap for colorless. It taps for no mana. It might be on Reanimator. Honestly. That's unfortunate that I forgot about that interaction. I don't think I would change it or anything. I just wouldn't have bothered probably to pitch there. We're just going to play Hull Breacher in response here. That stops Gristlebrand at least. Hopefully they'll take Echo of Aeons. That'd be nice, huh? Obviously they're gonna take Narset here. Yeah, this is looking like Mono Black Reanimator. They play like Whirlcore Dragon and stuff like that. They also play Archon of Cruelty, which would obviously be like their best hit. Yeah, there's Archon of Cruelty. They're gonna exhume. Alright, this is gonna be tough to beat. And unfortunately, the way this resolves... Yeah. Just pitch Echo of Aeons there. I don't have that much time. We know that the cards in their hand are Reanimate, and something else. They drew a card, so I'm trying to think. We're on 2-turn clock here. I think I just have to cast Echo of Aeons. That's not bad. I'm not saying we're saved by any stretch of the imagination. We're gonna have to eat a hit from this Archon of Cruelty unless we want to pitch our entire hand to it, which I don't. And we might be forced to Force of Will here. I think it's either Urza Saga or Ancient Tomb. I'm just deciding which one. Urza Saga is a lot slower. Ancient Tomb would allow us to get Karn and do fun stuff. I think I'm just gonna take the Tomb. I mean, Urza Saga can go in and get an LED later. Can also allow us to pressure their life total. Yeah, I'm just gonna pitch it. It's a tough call. I could see an argument for either one. If they unmask me or thought seize me, it's gonna suck. There's Lotus Petal. I like this deck a lot. It's got some deep lines, but at the same time, it's not like overly complicated. Okay, they're gonna cast Grief. Like either way, I think what's gonna end up happening is they're gonna take Force of Will and then reanimate it. Or they might just clear the way for Griselbrand or like a bigger creature. Thoughtseize, sure. Targeting themselves, get Griselbrand. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. What's wild is that like you can actually come back from this. That's what's crazy is like this is terrible. Don't get me wrong. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but like you can come back from this. It's possible. It's not for nothing. They already know what I'm playing, so there's no real sense in conceding. But yeah, just so you guys know, like learn from my mistakes. Chromalox taps for no mana if you exile a card. I totally forgot about that. It's been a while since I played Legacy Cube, so pretty sure there's some Vintage Cube too. Yeah, I mean just take the Force of Will. Mono Black Reanimator is interesting. I don't know, like, I don't feel like it's better than, like, Red Black. I think you pretty much take, like, Eric Landon's advice on this stuff. So they're getting Sarah's Emissary. They're going to say protection from artifacts, I'm assuming. They say pro artifacts. Is there a way that we can still come back? It would have to be some combination of I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna come back. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Probably nothing. Probably draw and concede. But whatever. We paid our dues to be in this league. Entomb, sure. Gotta cast everything you can. You're gonna have to discard anyway. So Ashen Rider is the discard. Okay. That ain't gonna do it. Alright, so we're playing against Reanimator. Mono black on that too. So I think this is not a matchup for Retrofitter Foundry. Flusterstorm seems to be like better. We could definitely see bringing in Malevolent Hermit. They don't really play a lot of lands. This seems like a pretty bad matchup, all things considered. Torpor Orb stops like Archon of Cruelty. It stops Grief. I mean, this is gonna be a tough matchup to win. To be honest with you guys, it's gonna be hard. But it's doable. So basically, like, if we can somehow, I don't know, I feel like Soul Guide Lantern definitely has to come in. We can definitely take out Mishra's Bauble. I'm just trying to think of like what else. Probably just cut the Narcets. They're like too slow. Thinking about bringing in Torpor Orb for Grief, and also stops Archon. Both Archons. Let's see. Let's see what version of Reanimator they're playing. Might just be playing like black red. So they and they might have just played 3 swamps. It's possible. It looked like they were just playing straight up mono black, but black red only plays like red for faithless looting for the most part. I mean, we could echoing truths, but by the time we do that, they've already kind of gotten their value. Yeah, I'm gonna play Torpor Orb here. Alright, this is a turn 1 Hull Breacher. Into what? It's not quite there for Karn. I'm gonna keep it on the merits. Man, it's rough, but I'm gonna keep it on the merits of Hull Breacher, I think. It's just the only bad thing is if they have a Archon of Cruelty, I'm like kind of fucked. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Keeping hands without counter magic against Reanimator or Graveyard Aid is generally a huge no-no. You don't really do that, but depending on the makeup of their hand, I feel like I can win this. And if they open up on like Faithless Looting, then we're in pretty good shape. Okay. This is looking to me like they might be able to Archon here. Like Unburial Rites into Archon. Which is sort of what I was afraid of. So if we had mulled to 5 and just gotten some counter magic here, we'd probably just counter the Dark Ritual. Yeah, this is gonna be an Archon. Man, when I play Reanimator, I do not draw like this. I'll tell you guys that much. Alright.
None of these bitches, I keep it 2 Virgils in all of my lyrics. Came in this bitch with exceptional spirit. Bulletproof vision could not let them kill it. Real ones acknowledge my shit as they feel it. Whoever I fuck's automatically trending.
God, you gotta sacrifice a Planeswalker? That's fucking lame.
If I'ma shoot, I shoot to kill. Do what I want to do at will. King, I'm a goat, the truth for real. Ay. Been in a boat, brings in the mail. I cannot use a regular scale. Bring me the one they use for whales.
We can go and get Ensnaring Bridge. I don't think they can beat an Ensnaring Bridge.
I'm throwing something could knock down the bird. I don't feel nothing, especially fear. All of them cross me, I ain't shed a tear. My heart is pure. I understand we ain't similar. She can't wait till I come this per killing her. She a freak, she asked me could I spit on her. She just praying that G-Ski deliver her. It's so many people my role is pivotal. They know I'm rich, don't forget I'm a criminal. Yeah. If I'ma shoot, I shoot to kill. Do what I want to do at will.
We'll see if they can. Hey, I'm just doing what I can, man. Like, you gotta play it how you can. I don't know if they play a way to beat Ensnaring Bridge or not, but they can't activate Lotus Petal, so. Oh god, are they gonna bring back Archon? Please tell me they can't bring that back this turn and they thought they could activate Lotus Petal. Oh, thank God.
This that shit that made me ball out on my old bitch. Ooh, yeah, I'm chosen. I ain't felt this since COVID. Ooh, can't control it. I got lit and now I'm zoning. Ayy, this my moment. I don't trust no hoe, I'm boning. Maury Povich, I made a change. I had to be different. I hate when I'm stuck on the edge. I ain't got time to argue with niggas. I'd rather get money instead. We used to be close, and now I'm just stuck in my head. I wanted a rose, but I like the ghost. If I'm making love to the dead, love to the dead.
Could go and get LED. This is risky. We can bounce that back to their hand. I kind of don't want to bounce that to their hand though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Could also cast Days Undoing. Do we want to do that though? Cast Days Undoing is going to end the turn. We might be in trouble if we do that. Alright, I'm gonna hope that they can't bring back what's his face, but if they do bring back the other Archon or whatever his name is that can exile a thing. Yep, they can't activate those. I've used a lot of clock just trying to stay alive against this deck. I can see why, like, or how maybe like I might get in trouble for time in this kind of matchup, like slow rolling or whatever. Okay, so they just make us discard a card here, and we just discard Echo of Aeons. Oh yeah, that's right, we have to sacrifice Karn. Alright, well, they can't attack, so... do we play City of Traders and just maximize our turn here? Or do we play Urza Saga? Maybe play City of Traders. Echo of Aeons. Play Lotus Petal. Let's see.
This shit too easy for me now. Nigga Cole been going plat since back when CDs was around. What you sold
The whole Breacher.
fucking clowns. Look how everybody clapping when your 30-song album do a measly 100,000. If I'm betting on myself, then I completely double down. If you hated on a nigga, please don't greet me with a pound. I be staying out the way, but if the beef do come around, could put an M right on your head. You Luigi brother now. Trace my steps all in this game. You can see we cover ground. Back and forth from NC to New York when Jeezy had the crown. Vivid memories. Niggas start to squeeze, we ducking down. So many shells left on the ground, they make the Easter Bunny proud. I get up, dust my clothes off. Sleep is the cousin of death. No plans to doze off. The streets, it don't come with a rep. I never sold soft. Just creep where the hustlers crept and got they O's off. You reach niggas up and like Steph to blow your nose off. Zoom tight and then resume flight as if it never happened. Shit we witnessed full of so much.
So
Off this clever rapping, bitch, my pockets gon' forever fatten. They gon' forever fatten.
See? You try to tell niggas, they act like they don't even fucking speak English.
Bitch, my pen of the paper's lethal. I'm sending them straight to meet the nigga that made them peep the Reaper creeping on you.
Oh shit.
Reeking on you. Check your genitalia. Pussy niggas bleeding on yourself. Fucking with coal is cold, but it's impeding on you.
We didn't draw 2 cards to play.
All my niggas feeding all they selves and it feels swell. Krispy Kreme dreams. Sometimes my dogs wanna kill 12. Cause they steady harassing. We seen dilemmas like Nelly and Kelly that end in the deadliest fashion. My young niggas nutty, they blasting. Bullets be humming like Cuddy, but one of your hoodies spaghetti splashing. All over the driveway. Y'all talking on sideways. Shots popping off y'all laid down. Cops talking off y'all legs now.
I don't know what I could possibly draw here. God, we were so fucking close. If we had just drawn anything. That's unfortunate. Anything at instant speed, we had that game wrapped up because they were done. That was the final. I guess maybe I should just wait a turn. I don't know. I probably just wasn't patient enough. I was probably like just too focused in on like my lines to think things through. Like I probably should have just held what I had and then next turn try to go off. It's really awkward too because like obviously you want to hold breacher them, but at the same time like you just can't. I don't know. Maybe what I should have did was bounce one of the Archons to their hand, let them attack. No, that doesn't work. Never mind. I was hoping to draw Echoing Truths there. Because Echoing Truths would have totally just been perfect. Phenomenal. Bounce both of those back to their hand. They don't have a way to reanimate them. Just run away with the game. Win at that point. But sometimes you don't get there. Sometimes you're unlucky. I think I probably could have played a little bit better. But I think that was this is good practice at least. So and that's the important thing to highlight about this whole thing is this is practice. This is not meant to be serious. Like you don't need to beat yourself up when you're just learning a deck. So I'm not gonna beat myself up over it, you know. I'm getting so many DMCAs, but I don't care. This hand is like pretty close. It's it's basically an echo away from being decent. I'm gonna mulligan this one. Probably keep this one. Put the Karn away. Field of the fucking dead. What on earth? What deck plays Field of the Dead in Legacy? Is this like some sort of primetime deck? I've been meaning to check these out. Let's see. Field of the Dead. Or is this okay, it's just like lands or like depths or something. There's a lands deck that oh well, there's a couple of decks that do play Force of Will. I just want to see what they're playing. I want to see if they're playing blue. There is like a blue based deck that plays with this. Okay, I think it's safe to assume they're just on lands or something. Just gonna Daze Undoing now. Cool. Cluster Storm's cool. A lot of lands, but we'll be alright. Mana Bond. Yeah, I mean, we can't counter that. Unfortunately, we didn't draw a Force of Will or a Force of Negation, so hopefully they don't have a ton of lands to put in play, because then we might be screwed, depending. Oh my god. Their hand is literally all lands. That is so fucking funny. Alright, well, I think I'll lose. I do this really cool thing that when I cast a Time Twister, it always benefits my opponent. Is that a bug? Is there any way to fix this? Okay. So lands is an interesting one. I don't really know what version of lands they're on. But I kind of don't really think I need to sideboard much, if not anything. I mean, I don't know. I bring in an Echoing Truth, just for Merit Leech and other stuff, but I think Flusterstorm can probably come out. Leveling Hermit might be okay. Yeah, we'll just submit like this. So basically, if we drew a Force of Negation or a Force of Will there, we're probably in pretty decent shape. This is a turn 2 Karn. I'll keep it for science. Okay. Do we want to get liquid metal coating? Kind of like that. This is looking like a matchup where that might be necessary. They do play Crucible. Yeah, Karn continues to impress me in Legacy. I think he's just like good against a lot of different decks, especially because just everyone's playing Urza Saga. 3 Karns makes me kind of raise an eyebrow. I don't know if there's anything you could maybe go down on a Force of Negation for another Karn, but then again, I mean, I don't know. Maybe Force of Negation is where it's fucking at. It is definitely relevant, that's for sure. I think I might bring in a Soul Guide Lantern in some capacity. I'm just thinking of like what to take out. Maybe Mishra's Bauble. I feel like they're playing Crucible of Worlds. I don't know what they're playing, but it seems to be just like some lands combo deck. I'm not sure if it's like, looking at it now, they were playing some weird cards, honestly. It's almost like they're playing like mono green or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think we just run it back. We were playing the more powerful deck for sure. I'll keep this. It's pretty close to being like really solid. Not quite a turn 1 Karn. It's very close to being one though. Exploration. Yep. Mana Bond. That card seems pretty good. Revealing nothing. Okay. Could cast a Day's Undoing, but I'm not going to do that. That really benefits them more than me, that's for damn sure. I'll keep the Lion's Eye Diamond in my hand just in case they have some funny shit. We'll go from there. Four cards. So they chose a land, I'm assuming, right? Whoops. Game log. They said land, so they put these two. Okay. Okay. So we could go 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Karn. We'd have 2 mana, potentially 3 mana to work with. Use sideboard. Feel like they got a Pithing Needle over there. Activated abilities can't be activated, or Torpor Orb. Maybe we just get I don't know what we go and get, but we definitely get something because I think they're gonna get Pithing Needle and name Karn. Maybe we just get another LED. Probably not, though. I think I'm just gonna get a bridge. Between that and liquid metal coating. Ugh, it's so close. Really depends on what they go and get with this fucking Urza Saga. Scattered Groves. They're playing a really cool list. I just don't know which one it is. White, red, green. So they're gonna go and get Soul God Lantern Expedition Map, Pithing Needle, Meek Stone. So probably Pithing Needle. Sorry, opponent. I'm just trying not to die over here.
Champagne, bitch, I do my damn thing. Bone for this like Matt Dane. Red whip look like Chastain.
They can still activate it in response, and they'll go and get their thing. It's just a matter of making them tap the mana in advance. And even with Karn out, we can shut off a land for a while. Make sure they can't activate a land or anything like that. I'm pretty sure they're just going to go in Pithing Needle here. I might be wrong, though. Yeah, I would have to pick up my pace of play with this deck for sure, like in paper, but I feel pretty confident that I'm making like good decisions with it. It's just a matter of like just learning the deck, the ins and outs with it and stuff like that. I'm surprised I didn't use this. Now they can't activate it. So they could have at least tapped it for mana or something, but yeah. So they got what we thought they were gonna get. They do have 2 unknowns that aren't lands, apparently. Ghost Quarter. Okay. Loam's pretty good. Sphere is pretty good as well. I think I just cast Daze and doing here. I'm gonna have to tap 4 lands to do it, which fucking sucks, but we gotta get something going, I think. Unless I don't know, yeah, like with the Ghost Quarter thing, I'm on limited time. Because they're gonna Ghost Quarter me Loam. Yeah, let's just cast Daze Undoing. Okay. Do I care about the Urza Saga? I kind of don't. I'm just going to hit the Ghost Quarter here. And I'll probably just activate it in response, which is fine. Interesting. Absolute best draw would be Echo of Aeons. I'm actually like pretty shocked we haven't managed to piece together like a A+B with Hull Breacher or Narset plus Echo. I mean, we didn't take out any Narsets. I just don't see how we haven't hit anything. Yeah, I can't even counter that really unless I want to discard my hand, so double wastelands. At least I'm pretty sure that's they always name land, right? Spirit of the Labyrinth is really annoying. Yeah. It's a very interesting lands deck. Wow. And they drew Loam.
Done a graveyard shift last night, woke up today and got straight back to it. Took me an L, no problem, I got on my grind, got straight back to it. Had to handle a coup in the middle of G and I put down my phone, got straight back to it. They free my bro, got straight back to it, bro fresh.
Yeah, I don't know. This isn't a deck that I expect to play against in real life, but I mean, it seemed pretty good. I just don't think I'm ever gonna see that deck again. This is the first time I've ever seen it, and this is the problem with playing against leagues, because you just play against random decks, and it's like not a good representation of like what you're gonna run into in real life. But that was basically just like mono green lands with like Mana Bond and Field of the Dead. Seemed like a pretty strong deck. Oh, I didn't mean to hit mulligan. God damn it. Why did I hit mulligan? And why am I listening to British people rap? No offense, British people. I just am not a fan of this. Okay. I don't even know what hand I just mulliganed, but it seemed like a decent one. Sure. I'm not in competition with my homies, I'm whipping the competition in the rollers. I knew my opposition never knew me, they wouldn't be opposition if they know me. I made the proposition to my hitters. Seems pretty bad. Underground Sea, Delver, sure. Alright, well I think this is an okay hand against the Delver deck. It's like Grixis Delver or something, or like Blue Black Death Shadow or something. Thoughtseize. Glad I did that before they drew. I was thinking about Thoughtseize and I was like, nah. What are the odds they draw Thoughtseize? And I was like, I could draw Force of Will here. Come on, fam. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know what that first hand I accidentally clicked mulligan on. Rarely do I ever do that, but it sucks when you do, of course. Wow.
I never got that part. Nigga know you my man, but every time you want to talk bad about me, he come to you and you come to me like a whole ass nigga. Just slap the shit out you. Fuck.
Well, this hand turned winnable. I don't know what my opponent's playing. Some sort of blue-black based Delver, maybe Grixis Delver, I'm not sure. They seem like they're brainstorm locked right now. Like they didn't find a land. So if they thought seize me, they're definitely going to take days undoing. Because we're going to hold breacher. And they might have days, I don't know. But I'm not playing around days, not with this hand. That sucks. So they had days. Because they're definitely looking for another land. And if we would have resolved that, then... But I guess they have to have something, because they didn't play second land. They gotta have something. Wasteland targeting Ancient Tomb, I'm assuming. Targeting the blue land. That's interesting that they chose the land that taps for less mana. They're thinking about force of willing this. Maybe not, I don't know. I don't even know if I create servos with this. Put myself on like a 2-turn clock. Yeah. So they ripped back-to-back Wasteland, huh? That's interesting. This is tough. I need about 10 more life. Do we just Chromox, exile Narset and play Days Undoing? I think so. mean, if they force will this, I'll be fucking thrilled. Okay.
Did y'all boys not get the memo? I do not stay at the Intercontinental. And anything I got is not a rental. I own that motherfucker. Figured out this shit is simple. My stock been going up like a crescendo. A bunch of handshakes from the fakes. But nigga, I do not wanna be friends though. I tell y'all motherfuckers, man, this shit is not a love song. This a fucking stripper on a mink rug song. This a fucking boys forever hold a grudge song. Pop some fucking champagne in the tub song. Nigga, just because song. What's the move? Can I tell the truth? If I was doing this for you, then I have nothing left to prove. Nah, this for me though. I'm just trying to stay alive and take care of my people. And they don't have no award for that. Trophies.
All right, they cast that force of will that we knew they had in their hand like a million years ago.
Shit don't come with trophies. Ain't no envelopes.
Oh, I should have attacked.
Do it 'cause I'm supposed to. I go to dreams with a suitcase. I got my whole country on a new way. She like, I heard all your niggas stay where you stay.
Yeah, if you sit there and pontificate whether or not you should cast a force of will, for like, I don't know, a solid minute, you're telling your opponent you have force of will.
Bitch, check the numbers. I'm the one who really care. I told y'all motherfuckers.
Probably dead anyway, though. Probably doesn't matter.
This is doing me and only God can judge song. I do not know what the fuck you thought it was song. Pop some fucking champagne in a tub song. Nigga, just because song. What's the move? Can I tell the truth if I was doing
Kind of crazy this card came out in Origins. It seemed very powerful, but it saw zero play in Standard, I don't think.
stay alive and take care of my people?
Alright, if you have a force of will, you definitely cast it on this.
Trophies,
Not
trophies.
a trick.
And they don't have no award for that. Shit don't come with trophies. Ain't no envelopes to open. I just do it 'cause I'm supposed to.
Days would be very interesting. They might brainstorm a response.
Tell me what you know about real life. Tell me what you know about dark nights.
Definitely don't daze, I don't think.
What it feel like, metaphor game too silly. Punchlines way too silly. Fuck a milli, now I'm coming for that William. Hold up, wait a minute, think about it, that's a Billy. Goddamn, well you know I'm putting in the work. I'ma get 'em, I got 'em, and now they all hurt. I'ma let 'em know, I never let 'em know. They never seen a no.
Yeah, I don't know what the draw was there, but that ain't it. Okay, Malevolent Hermits. Bluster Storm. I don't know about Dismember. I don't think so. Soul Guide Lantern's probably decent. Could take out all of our counter magic and just keep like efficient counter magic in. Like bring in Dismember. I'll keep 2 Force of Will in. Actually, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe not, but Force of Will is fine. Sand's okay. It's not terrible. Not great either. Pretty susceptible to Wasteland. I'm gonna open on Urza Saga, see what they do.
Never simple and plain like a bullet to the brain. I'm blowing minds. Yeah, I gotta kick shit with this rhyme.
I think I'm gonna try that lands deck that we played against at one point. That deck was pretty sweet. I am gonna play our Lotus Petal Mox Opal. We won't play Chrome Mox though, for obvious reasons. ERC, sure. Hermit. Hermit's a good draw. I won't play it just yet. I don't want to get dazed. We are playing against Grixis Delver, though. I didn't know they were playing red. We didn't see red. We just saw a bunch of Dimir and Wastelands. You got it.
Don't block your blessings. Bitch, don't block your blessings. Diamonds disco flashing, drip toe tagging, mink coat dragging, block boy trapping, hot boy in action. Don't need caption. Rocks dame dashing, neck break dancing, blue miss hookah, snipe game super. She don't bust it open. Call back the Uber. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, gotta own, never lease niggas. Out here free, smoking donuts to the streets. Kill them 10 summer straight. Can't last niggas free, throwing bricks out her ass. Yeah, ones and hundreds, talking drip game, popping in a wrist game, rocking. Trap money, stop all the drug dealers robbing. My name ring bells, cause they zoo. Is them uptown boys copy cool? Uptown boys.
I want to pop Lotus Petal here just to get another thing. Probably, right? And then you can get Lion's Eye Diamond here. Seems pretty decent. I actually think I'm going to hang on to this for a little bit. I don't think I'm going to pop anything just yet. I don't actually think I need to. The onus is on my opponent to answer what's on the board. Oh wow, they're 4 colors, okay. Serenity. Interesting. Okay. I didn't expect Serenity. To be honest. I don't have Echoing Truths. Lotus Petal. Do we want to go ahead and pop Echo of Aeons here? See if we can get like some sort of lethal, maybe? We didn't bring in Dismember. Obviously I'm not gonna play any of my artifacts here. I think I'm just gonna play the old man. I am gonna crack Mishra's Bobble. See if we can get another blue card. If they counter this, I'm just gonna bring it back. So they can counter it, it's fine. Chicks in New York, that means one in each borough. I'm in the pocket like Burrow. When I'm back home, no, they treat me like Robert De Niro. Took her to talk about butter a churro. Took her home, gave her a cinnamon swirl. I left it in, now I got her €1. Zeros on zeros on zeros. Yeah, that's a, I don't know. I don't know about that counter spell, homie. Seems like a bad one. Snuff out. Okay. You know what? I just realized I played Urza Saga and Serenity Destroys Enchantments too. That hurts. Okay. Well, they have Snuff out, which they don't control Swamp currently, but well, they won't be able to cast it anyway. Think they'll cast Snuff out. Nazis. Go to 2. I'm assuming this means they have Lightning Bolt or Swords to Plowshares. I wonder if they play in Death Shadow. Oh, Murktide Regent. Yeah, so if we had another blue card for Force of Will, it would have been game over. I got options. I can pass that like Stockton. Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Can't quite get there just yet. We have to get another artifact for Mox Opal to be online. It's unfortunate that I played Urza Saga into. God damn it, man. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, they cast Snuff out. Yeah, force it. Benevolent Geist is gonna keep me in the game. All right. So close.
Just joshing. I'm spending this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Sports in the top 10. Everything I do, I be 10 steps
I don't know the contents of our hands now, but they can't attack unless they get rid of the benevolent geist. There's double wasteland. Okay. Imagine how good Ragavan would be for them right now if they could play it. You think they attack? Put themselves at 1. It's a gutsy attack. They go to 1. They can't cast Force of Will or fetch lands for the rest of the game. Yeah, I was about to say I 100% don't agree with this attack, but you do you. I don't think it matters anyway. I think I'm pretty stuck here. I think them drawing like a million wastelands this game. Me playing poorly into Serenity didn't help, but I should have definitely played Ancient Tomb. I don't think it's worth playing Flusterstorm. Needed a land or another artifact. Oh my god, they drew Lightning Bolt, dude. Okay. Alright, boys. Well, that's going to be it for tonight. Apparently, it just wasn't meant to be for me today when it comes to Magic. You just have some of those days sometimes. I do want to play some more of this this deck, and I also want to play some of this cool, like, lands deck that we got dumpstered by. Seems pretty cool. I do love me some Field of the Dead, so I'd be interested to play this deck. It's pretty cool, pretty sweet. But yeah, I mean, it is fun still. I always have fun playing. It's just it is unfortunate when we get just absolutely dumpstered by our opponent's draws. And I didn't play it amazingly myself. I mean, like, all credit where credit is due. I certainly could have did more for myself. But not much more. I don't actually think I could have changed the outcome of my games very much. I might have been able to squeak a 3-2 that league, but I think I was destined to go X2 at least. But I appreciate those of you who stayed by and watched. I've been noticing an uptick in viewers lately. Even if it's just like silent viewers, you know. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the people at YouTube. You know, my YouTube channel just passed like a ton of views recently. So it seems like people are enjoying the YouTube content and stuff. I am going to start releasing new videos. I want to start a new series where I highlight like Moto Salt. Because as we all know, like, so many people salt off in Moto chat, and I just feel like there's just endless amounts of content there, and I always end up reading the salt in some like really, really over the top voice, and it makes my fiance laugh. It makes me laugh because we're just like, you know, these people are crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you ever get salted off on so hard in Moto chat that you're just like, this person is really crazy, and I just feel like that all the fucking time. And I don't know, it's just funny to me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a YouTube series dedicated to Moto Chat where I just read salty Moto Chats from all over the place and sort of break them down, like react to them and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. I'm probably going to try to start it like this weekend if I can, and just I'll post the videos on Twitter and stuff so that way you guys can enjoy that. It should be pretty fun. But I appreciate those of you who stuck around and watched. I know it's Friday night. You could be spending Friday night anywhere. A lot of my friends are playing Elden Ring right now, so like that's keeping people preoccupied. You know, there's just a lot going on. So appreciate you guys who stuck by, you know, hung out and everything. Even though I'm not doing too well lately, that's like back-to-back 2 threes in 2 nights. But we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. This is all part of the process, and you just got to trust the process, you know. So I appreciate you guys who, like I said, who stuck around, and we'll be on Monday at the latest, maybe tomorrow if I decide to stream the Legacy Challenge. We'll see. I haven't quite decided what I want to play in that, but who knows? Maybe I'll play this land deck. Maybe I'll play this deck that we got absolutely cumstered on by. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you guys for watching. It's always a pleasure. Those of you who stuck around. Patrick, big shout out to Patrick. Kyle, you guys are awesome. And yeah, if I don't see you guys tomorrow, then I will see you all on Monday.